Hi there, I'm John from CNCKing.com, and today we'll do custom stainless steel welding tags. There are a lot of advantages to fiber etched stainless steel tags. The number one advantage to this tag is actually the durability of it. We can also diamond drag it, but most of the stuff we do here is with the laser. It's more cost effective. It produces a contrast. So let's say we're doing this with a diamond drag. You'd still have the same stainless steel. So then you got to do like a paint filling and another process with an oven. With the laser, we just do one step and it's finished. Now the nice thing about this process is that because we're not using inks or dyes to create the contrast that you see, again, it's just really hard to focus properly when it comes to stainless steel. Because we don't use anything on it to produce this result or this contrast, there's nothing that will come off. So we can put you can weld all the way around this, not a problem at all. And the blackness or the dark brown will not come off. You can also bend these tags and the same thing. Nothing will crack or peel or fade or anything like that during that process either, because the steel itself is etched into it. And because what you see as the dark contrast is actually tempered as well, it actually will last longer than the non-tempered or the raw stainless steel that you see here. Now the nice thing about lasers is that since we do basically one of these things at a time using our galvo laser, you're not stuck to making them all the same either. So you can have like 10 one way, 10 different, just different designs across the board. Doesn't really matter. This one is straight off the machine. And you can tell just because it's a little bit browner. So basically, you just wipe it off like that with your hands, and you can see the result. Now the viewing angle definitely affects what you see, and that's just the way it is with fiber laser etching. So unlike screen printing, let's say, where you have like a solid color, or you can have multiple colors, with fiber laser etching you don't have any colors. You have basically stainless steel that's tempered, which is the darkness you see here, or you have stainless steel that isn't. We can also do some polishing passes and that kind of stuff, but there's not really much point to it because you just don't create any contrast with it. What customers want is something you can visibly see on their products. If you look at this video very closely, at the bottom right of the tag, you'll notice something. It actually moves. And the reason why that moves is because the fiber laser is etching onto the surface and into the surface. And that's producing a lot of heat. And that heat actually bends the material. In this case, it's stainless steel, but it would be the same with mild steel or any kind of steel-based item. Now, a way around that, which we use for large plaques we do for monuments and that kind of stuff, we go with something a lot thicker. And that definitely lessens the amount of warping. But in this case here, for this application here, we want something thin, for mufflers and that kind of stuff that they're using it for. Now a way around that is to use a different material that doesn't warp from heating or doesn't produce any heat. So an option would be, corian, for instance, or a solid surface material. Wood as well doesn't really warp under any sort of laser power. Same thing with anodized aluminum. We do a lot of custom anodized aluminum tags, and the process doesn't really heat up the tag at all unless we're really going, pounding it really hard with fiber laser and a CO2 laser. But for this specific application here, for the tags, we could go thicker, but then that just increases the price. So the reason why we do these little tags is because they're very cost effective. They're 1 inch by 3 inch. So they're not a massive tag, but they're cost effective for the application. And of course it's stainless steel, so you can actually weld that directly to your stainless steel projects. A lot of welders use these for all their applications to get repeat business. Now here in the shop, we actually have multiple fiber laser sourcing machines. We have a galvo machine and we have an overhead gantry machine. Now I used to do these things with the gantry machine and it produces a fantastic result. Same thing with our galvo. So result wise, it's the same result that you get no matter what source or what platform we use to make these welding tags with. The advantage of the galvo is just a lot faster. And again, that's some cost savings we can pass on to our customers. When it comes to the actual design of the tag, we can customize that to anything that you want. Let's say you want this in the shape of a torch, you want that in the shape of, anything you can imagine. We can do that for you. And the same thing with what we etch onto the tag or into the tag. Exactly the same thing can be customized to your heart's content. Now there are definitely some minimums when it comes to that. Let's say you wanted this in the shape of a whale. Getting just one done, there's not much point because, unless it's a big one. If it's a small tag like this here, one might cost you the same amount as getting 50 done. That's just the way volume works with lasers. So if you're looking for custom welding tags, any size, any shape, any material, including anodized aluminum or titanium, contact me at CNCKing.com. We'll make them for you and ship them right to your door.